We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Jackson to throw. Completes it to Quick. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Eluding the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one goes for 8 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Raven first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation. He's at the 50, 30, 10.
He got plenty of fight, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we talked pregame about how we might have some twists and turns in this one, but how about this on the opening drive?
Well, they had a pretty good drive working, didn't they? So you wouldn't expect this ending because what you were thinking was they were going to put it in the end zone themselves, not have it go the other direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Following the interception, Mayfield, he's going to air one out. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 24. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Hopkins with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to air one out. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get. Back into the game.